The driver show listeners right now tune in. Busy.
Well, fire mason can't wait. Feed them fly up.
What a danyo, what a dang, and God danyo, oh what a dang. This is the voice of the Patriot.
Yabo.
And here we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the Patriot, and I'm most excited to be with you, my brother, my sister. Now today we have a number of issues to look at, but remember, this is where the truth lives. And I need you to come along. I need us to talk about some of these very important issues. My brother, my sister, so many things happened around the weekend, and we need to look at this. My brother, my sister. Now, the very first story we want to look at is this one, coming from Ghana, wherever. And it says, sticker details what Kennedy Ejapon said after leading the base movement in 2028 election. My brother, my sister, I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. It says, the member of parliament for Inshasu and member of Kennedy Japan's campaign team, Dr. Stephen Amwa, has disclosed that the former Asin Central MP is not interested in leading the Blakk movement, a new political force. Now, according to Dr. Amwa, popularly known as Tika, he personally asked Kennedy Japan, a presidential hopeful, about the movement, and his response was that he had no interest in it. Now, my brother, my sister, speaking in an interview on Angel FM, excerpts of which have been shared on social media, Stika cautioned that breaking away from the new Patriotic Party would be a wrong move. I will advise anyone that we are done with the elections, so we should come together and sacrifice for the NPP. So the base and all those things, we should stop and look together and work together as NPP people, because for me, there is nothing that I would not sacrifice for the NPP. I have personally asked Kennedy Japan about the base, and he has said he is not interested. He further explained that all members of the NPP should remain cautious, stay united, and remain in the party rather than depart. Now, my brother, my sister, we woke up one day and heard about something called the base. Ejako was fingered in it. Kennedy Japan was fingered. They said it was a new political party coming out of the NPP. The same way they broke away from the CPP and decided to call themselves the NLM. Yatia. These people too have decided to break away. Now, this made the guttural voices lurking in the shadows so loud. In fact, it gave them a big microphone, loud enough for everybody to understand that the NPP is going through serious crisis. Barely a year and a half after losing power, having been in power for 8 solid years and doing nothing but visiting Ghanaians with nothing but harm and irresponsibility. My brother, my sister, some NPP members decided to nickname the base the wee base in order to look down on it, ridicule it, and make it look like it is absolutely nothing. But it's gaining grounds. Kennedy Japan was said to be part of it. Now Sticker comes out to tell us, oh, you know what? Kennedy Japan says he's not interested in this thing called the base. Sticker goes ahead to tell us that it will be suicidal for anybody to break away from the NPP at this point. The elections are over. And that he will do everything possible to sacrifice for the NPP. And therefore, no breakaway factions are going to be entertained. Now, my brother, this brings to bear something very interesting. What are we talking about? Listen attentively. Now, the so-called base, or we base as they prefer to call it, the fact that you even attach we to the base is going to give it a lot of grassroots support. My brother, my sister, the fact that you even attach we to the base will give it the support that you never thought it would have. Think about it, brethren. A lot of the downtrodden people, a lot of the people who support the political parties in one way or the other, have a certain we tag around their heads. And I'm one of those. I am a proud we man. I don't smoke. My brother, my sister, I don't drink. I am vegan. But I believe in the power of the we. Today they have legalized it in Ghana. All you need to do is to go get a license. And they are advertising the license. And I am getting my license. So why should it be ridiculous for anybody to feel like we is a bad thing? Yes, it is controlled, and I'm glad it is. We are not pushing it because we want people to come out and smoke. We are looking at the industrial uses we can put it up to. Other conversations can come in later. But for now, my brother, my sister, it is what it is. My brother, my sister, to continually say that, oh, it's a we base. Do you know how many people are associated with this thing? The we is a symbol of the ghetto in Ghana, whether we like it or not. Poverty is a symbol of the ghetto. But let's get to the more serious issue. The NPP is in crisis. People are breaking away. They are disappointed that the 8 years of power yielded almost nothing. My brother, my sister, and they are ashamed to even be associated with this party. That is what it is all about. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. And I just want us to open our ears and listen to the voices around us. A jackal of all people. He even tried to denigrate Kwame Nkrumah because of Nana Addo. Do we all remember? And we have to take him on this show. A jackal of all people, a key member of the NPP, today finds the NPP just barely a year after losing power unattractive. And it's all of a sudden part of a certain we base. My brother, my sister, the NPP is quick to push its members under the bus. Have they been able to sit down with these people? Have they spoken with them to find out why they break away? No, but they are quick to brand them with ridiculous names and titles. We base. Before you realize, this we base would be the biggest threat you have ever seen in your lives. Whether Kennedy and Japan is part of it or not. As for Kennedy, he just needs to be able to take away that blackmail tag from himself, or else he will never be president of this country. Nobody wants a blackmailer as a president. Nobody. Me were pictures, no. Me were videos. I will show the video. Me were videos. No. No, we are tired of blackmail. We leave it here. Now the next thing I want to look at is taken from My Joy Online. And it says, WAEC adjusts exam timings to curb examination leakages. And I read, now the head of public affairs of the West African Examinations Council, WAEC, John Kapi, has disclosed that the adjustments have been made to examination questions and schedules to address cross-border leakages. Now, speaking on Bedroom on Adum TV, he explained that although Ghana and Nigeria previously wrote the same examination questions at the same time, changes have now been introduced. According to him, the adjustments were necessary due to incidents of APO, aka examination leakages across borders. We have made adjustments to the questions and timing. Starting early helps prevent cross-border leakages, he said. He noted that differences have been introduced in both the questions and the timing of the exam to reduce the risk of leakages. He further explained that because Nigeria is an hour ahead of Ghana, the timing has been revised. Instead of having the usual 9 a.m. start time, exams now begin at 8:30 a.m. in Ghana, with corresponding adjustments in Nigeria. He said these measures are aimed at ensuring fairness and maintaining the integrity of the examination process across the region. APO has been there from time immemorial. I remember when I was in school, T.I. Ahmadiyya Secondary School, we heard of APO over and over. APO. A lot of the time, the APO never dropped. And people would cry. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. Now, examinations must be very credible. Very, very credible. That is why they say when you get into the examinations hall, you can't come out until after 30 minutes. And if you enter the examinations hall after 30 minutes, you may be stopped from writing the exam. It's just a window period to be able to curb leakages. Nobody will respect any examination body that is not credible. For some time now, the educational system in Nigeria has suffered a lot because of this credibility issue. Certificates from that country are not too respected because of credibility issues. Ghana has been able to steer away from this until recent times, when so many examination papers had to be cancelled and some students dealt with because of some examination malpractice in one way or the other. My brother, my sister, remember that these examinations and examinations bodies are all part of grooming our future leaders. We are supposed to assess them and get to know exactly if they are ready to take up the mantle in the future. Examinations are not just for the sake of passing and getting a job. No, to assess you and be sure that you are ready for the mantle ahead, the leadership mantle. If you decide to pass your candidates by heart, then be ready for a chaotic nation. You go to the hospital and there's a quack doctor there with all the certificates, yet he doesn't know the difference between malaria and typhoid. If you pass your students by heart, you would go to the hospital and meet doctors who do not know the difference between guinea worm and tapeworm. You would have doctors who are sleeping with pregnant women day in and day out because they do not know the right ethics of the profession. They don't even respect that because they got that on a silver platter. Examinations are important. We should never think about just passing examinations for passing sake, or else we'll do anything illegal to pass. We should be able to get assessed properly so we can hold on to the mantle and be proud of whatever certificates we have. That is why it is sad that in Africa we are only looking at certificates before we employ. In England, apart from the certificate, they also look at exactly what you can do. So your certificate, yes, you are all A's, but they will take you through another test to find out physically on the ground what you can do. In Ghana, no. Your certificate is enough. If you are lucky, you go through an interview and all they are interested in is your certificates. Oh, you had A here, you had A here, you had, oh, congratulations. You are fit for the job. You have the job. Congratulations. In England, yes, the certificate is important, but they would also go through exactly what you can do. In Ghana, they even respect who has sent you more than the certificate. True? Oh, who sent you here? Oh, my brother is the Minister of Justice. Oh, okay. Okay, you have passed. Congratulations, go. It's all about who you know. True? When you go to America, yes, a certificate is important, but it's not as important as what you can do physically. What can you do? Are you an engineer? What have you achieved with your engineering knowledge? Come and demonstrate it and let's see. What do you have for the future in your mind? This is what they look at. But we are still here looking at certificates and who sent, who you are related to, who you know. WAEC has been in the game for all these years. It's one of the most credible bodies we have. But I think WAEC should also be able to rise a little further and be able to deal with practical knowledge rather than just theory. I leave it here. Now, before the onset of the alarm clock, the African black cock was our most trusted alarm clock. It to crow at the right time. It will not care about who fed it and who did not feed it. Not 1 minute late, not 1 second early. Yes. To wake up not only the master or the mistress, but the whole of the community. To be up and doing. Remember what we used to tell each other early in the morning, tomorrow when we hear the crow of the African black cock, you must know it's me, myself, and I. Saying thank you for everything you've done for me today and of course previously. Oh, remember what we used to say to each other early in the morning, tomorrow when we hear the crow of the African black cock, you must know it's me, myself, and I. Saying thank you for everything you've done for me today and of course previously. Yet when the festivities came, we're so much in a hurry to dehumanize the African black cock. What did we do? We assassinated it and served its corpse on our place, which we proudly called food. This is the African history class with a big fat tick tall, standing erect and very hairy every morning, like the cedar of Lebanon, surrounded by the beautiful blue blistering barnacles of lapis lazuli, the African black cock. And this is our African proverb of the day. And the African proverb of the day, my brother, my sister, is interesting as usual. It says, and I quote, the person that has gone missing knows where he is. True? The person who has gone missing knows where he is. To every other person, he is missing. But he knows where he is. He might not know the name of the place, but he knows exactly that he's at a place where there are 2 trees. He's at a place where there's a house that has a blue roof. But we have no such knowledge. True or false. My brother, my sister, it's a deep proverb. Now the individual knows himself or herself more than any other person. This proverb is used to imply that a person can hide the truth from himself or herself. There are people who live in denial. There's this old man who has been chasing you all this while. Young girl. Hot girl. 22-year-old hot girl. This old man is about 96. He's chasing you giddy, 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 giddy. You are not allowing. You are not allowing. He's been giving you money. You take the money. But you don't allow. Old man says, oh, the weather has become cold now. Please, can you come in the night to visit me? At least to massage me. No, you are not going. In church, they know you as a virgin, hot girl. Yet you are a virgin. Then, one day you ask old man, I want you to buy me a car, the latest. Old man says, if only you promise that you come tonight and massage me, and after you massage me, you know what I mean. Then you are looking at the car. You are looking at the massage. Before you realize, you are massaging the old man at night. Before you realize, it's happening. And you are asking yourself, is this really happening? Is it happening? Has it happened to you before? Has it? Something you did not believe would happen, you've been avoiding before you realize. For some interesting reason, it is happening. And in the middle of the whole thing, you are asking yourself, hey, is this me? Yes, you are missing, but you know exactly where you are. For you, there's no day you would go to the old man's room. Now you are in his room and things are happening. Hallelujah. And when you come out, everybody knew that you were missing. but you knew exactly where you were. My brother, my sister, on a more serious note, this is a proverb that has to be taken very seriously. As individuals, we know what we are going through more than any other person. He who feels it knows it. Wherever we are, whatever we do, we know where we are, we know what we're doing. But out there, we decide what information to give out about us. Think about it deeply. Think about it. What are you truly going through? You know exactly what it is. Everybody may be clapping for you and saying that you are rich, but you know that tonight you are going to drink gari and go to bed. Yes, you can fool the people, but you can't fool yourself. You can pretend to fool yourself, but you know that you cannot fool yourself. Hallelujah. Think about it. This is the African history class, and my name, Blakk Rasta.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Papa J, and I'm a regular student of the African history class. I love the African proverbs, Anomantua, original.
Students here, we like it. Yeah, more African stories, African history. You see?
The African history class, in fact, Blakk Rasta has brought something new. And this is where we are all listening to our own history. Ghana, Bakwasem, Bibi Mai, Bakwasem, Blakk, Nyamisha.
Otororo mono African history class sama. Otororo mono African history class sama. Blakk Rasta grono.
Blakk, Blakk, Blakk miada pelo. Blakk miada pelo. Blakk.
Agbolosu no alodo. Agbolosu kete kretu padà npanya to makazo ogbogedege so wonu mamo keke levo ada levo. Agbolosu chakrisu ebe no gumofali keke tomodo akponu yedokonu.
In the Black Rasta Ghana is number one. Now today, several years ago, African people put themselves on the map of history. This is what is referred to as today in African history. Today in 1960, Togo gained independence from France. Today in 1961, Sierra Leone gained independence from Britain. So today is the Independence Day of Togo and Sierra Leone. Today in 1972, Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president and a leading Pan-Africanist, died at the age of 62 in Bucharest, Romania. So it's the death day of Kwame Nkrumah. Oh my God. Today in 1993, most of the Zambia national football team lost their lives in a plane crash off Libreville, Gabon, en route to Dakar, Senegal, to play a 1994 FIFA World Cup qualifying match against Senegal. Today in 1994, the first democratic general election in South Africa in which black citizens could vote was held. The interim constitution came into force. So today in South Africa is Liberty Day. That is why today, in the African history class, we are taking you all the way to South Africa. And today, we are looking at something very important. We are looking at the Python dance. Python dance in South Africa. Now in South Africa, my brother, my sister, there is something known as the Python dance. The local name is the Domba, D-O-M-B-A, Domba. The Domba, also known as the Python dance, is a sacred initiation ritual of the Venda people in South Africa's Limpopo province. It serves as the final stage of a woman's journey into adulthood and marriageability. Now the young woman is lined up with many other young women in a single line, each holding the elbows of the person in front of them to form a long, fluid human chain. They move rhythmically to the beat of drums, swaying to mimic the winding motion of the python. The Python dance in South Africa. Now the dance honors a great python spirit believed to inhabit Lake Funduji, a sacred body of water in Venda territory. Now the python is a powerful symbol of fertility, and the dance is often performed to secure good rains and successful harvests to the community. Now the dance is more than just a performance, it is a living lesson where the girls enact the mysteries of conception, the growth of a fetus, and childbirth. Now the repetitions of the dance and song are said to symbolically build up the child in the womb. My brother, my sister, they do this in South Africa, and it is supposed to make the ladies very fertile when they finally get married. It is also supposed to bring rains so that the whole place would be watered enough for the growth of plants. So in these photos, you see the Domba. The young girls join hands, like this, to make it look like a python. And it's supposed to make them fertile. A lot of the ladies are not supposed to even cover their top. Their breasts are supposed to be flapping, pop, 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 like that. as if ready to milk a baby. My brother, my sister. But in modern days, this one has become less frequently done, but it is still important for the people of Venda.
Luca Production.
And my name is certainly Blakk Rasta Hassan hand over the microphone right now. To DJ Abiam, DJ Big Ballet, Big Ballet. His girlfriend is still admiring him, giving him the power to be able to pound. Big Ballet. The producer is in. His name is Mr. Massive. The presenter is in. His name is Trigmatic. My producer is Lord Asori Batanda. 78-year-old Lord Asori Batanda. Still looking very good and fresh. With 26 children to his credit. Hallelujah. Oh, I'm sorry. My name Blakk Rasta. Salam Nacho.